This is the point of me doing this, because I knew that you'd turn
up.
Yeah, it's a sponge, yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
Well, it's allowed, isn't it? It's not unlawful, is it? Hey?
Does it have a name or anything?
My sponge has got a name, yes. Hugh the sponge.
Oh, nice.
Do you want its second name? It's Jas.
Okay.
Okay. You got something to go to? So got a job to go to? 23 Article 8, isn't it? Like abusing power, like using like. How did you know that like it was me that did well, Blimey?
Well, I don't know. There's many ways that we.
What's your name and number?
I've told you my name and number. PC 74879 Raven. This is Police HQ.
Right. Okay. Thanks.
Do you want to say anything? Well, I don't know. There's many ways that we.
What's
can
your name and
Well, I'll place you under arrest for obstructing the highway. Which one do you want, sir?
Well,
are you going to let me go or not?
Well, this is not a highway, is it?
Well, no, you're obstructing.
Can you speak to you now?
No, you can't speak to now
because
you're obstructing me in my course of duty. Are you going to move out my way, please, sir, so I can continue my work?
What was your work over there?
I was going to make a phone call and send some emails.
No, you weren't going to go.
Well, how do you know that, sir?
You were going to harass me.
Why are you getting so close? Are you going to get out of my way, please?
I want to speak to your sergeant.
You can call them. If you go in your safety of your home, you call 101 and ask to speak to
the safety in your home, so you're waiting around the corner?
If you let me go...
Why would you waiting over there?
I was making some phone calls
I want to know what your course of your duties was when you were parked over there. Tell me what the course of your duties were. This is the point of me doing this, because I
don't know. There's many ways that we.
What's your name and number?
I've told you my name and number. PC 74879 Raven. This is Police HQ.
Right. Okay. Thanks.
Do you want to say anything else, John?
What?
I'll just give you a chance. Did you close the door on me for a reason to put the chain on? Or anything?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything to you.
Are you happy to answer any other questions? Or just
what was your work over there?
I was going to make a phone call and send some emails.
No, you weren't going to go.
Well, how do you know that, sir?
You were going to harass me.
Why are you getting so close? Are you going to get out of my way, please?
I want to speak to your sergeant.
You can call them. If you go in your safety of your home, you call 101 and ask to speak to the sergeant.
Safety in your home, so you're waiting around the corner.
If you let me go...
Why would you waiting over there?
I was making some phone calls
I want to know what your course of your duties was when you were parked over there. Tell me what the course of your duties were.
So this is PC Raven arresting me outside my home after waking me up, knocking on my door multiple times to get me to come outside. Well, I'm waiting for a call from his sergeant now to ask why he was deployed in a wildlife unit van thing to come round my house and ask me questions about whether I was intending to protest an oil company for purely walking past with a camera when it's already been investigated by 4 officers, and the first 2 officers I speak to here, they drive up to behind my car and take my registration plate. It's abuse of power. Let's watch the audit.
How you doing?
Hello, right there.
Just to let you know,
yes.
we're recording.
You're recording. Well done. Can I take your name and number? Your number?
My name is PC 79477 Nib.
Yep.
PCSO 72836.
Right, and what are you doing here?
I'm just seeing what you're up to, mate.
I'm filming.
I can see that.
Yep.
That's fine.
In a public place, so...
You are in a public place?
Yeah. Right, recently I heard of someone who was burgled and they didn't even see a police officer, and yet you've turned up for this. What's for a man with a camera?
I'm just wondering what you're up to, mate, that's all.
I've just told you.
You're filming for what purpose?
For personal purposes, for my own purposes, or public interest.
Matters of public interest?
Yeah, matters of public interest, like it being that like the people are being burgled and not seeing police officers, and yet like you'll turn up to somewhere like this just because they phoned. What was the call you got?
I'm not legible to discuss that.
Well, I'm presuming it's for a man with a camera. I haven't.
Well, of course.
Yeah,
and that's why we're here. And that's just fine. I just want to know who you are, what you're doing.
Yeah. Well, you're not going to find that out, are you? Because
Okay.
I've not committed a crime. I'm not intending to commit a crime.
That's what I like to hear.
I'm just filming, and you've turned up for a man with a camera.
Yeah.
Well, I object to that. Why would you turn up?
This is a site of specific interest to the police. We need to make sure that it's secure, don't we?
Yeah.
And you understand the reasons for that. It's not. I don't have to explain that to you, do I?
Well, yes, because like a man with a camera, it doesn't necessarily sort of invoke a...
Well, if you know you're just a man with a camera filming for public interest, I don't know that until I show up, do I?
Yeah, but what about the person who's been burgled, like down the road there, who's waiting now for you to turn up, and you've turned up to this site, this industrial site, just because a man's filming?
Okay. But it's not relevant to this matter, is it? a hypothetical
Well, it is
situation.
because
of someone
like
being
there's
burgled.
if like you're here, you can't be there, can you?
Okay. Are you prepared to identify yourself?
No, no, I don't. Well, I've not. As I say, I've not committed a crime. I'm not intending to commit a crime.
Perfect.
So there's no need for me to identify myself, is there?
Okay, that's your choice. What are your plans now?
Do you know what? I was just speaking to the security guard. We had a good chat, and I was on my way home. So
Perfect.
I was just leaving, and when you've turned up, so you've actually incited it now. I'm going to go back down there now and like do some more filming.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Well, as long as it's all for innocent purposes, I can't stop
Right.
you from filming.
All right. I have got another issue actually. As I was walking down the pathway, the camera like, on the site was following me down the road, like you know, like this, and then I sort of backed up, and it went like this, and then I went back again. And I object to that as well. Are they allowed to do that under the GDPR rules?
Okay. Well, I mean, that's something for you to discuss with them. That would be a civil matter, wouldn't it?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure of it. Well, that's what I'm
Have you
asking.
asked the security about that? What's their take on it?
They didn't comment. They said no comment.
Oh, do you want
Wisely
to go?
said no comment. You've got something to go to? So got a job to go to?
Okay, we will. Obviously, we have other things to be tending to, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely. This is the point of me doing this because I knew that you'd turn.
Is that?
Yeah, it's a sponge. Yeah.
Okay, that's
yeah.
interesting.
Well, it's allowed, isn't it? It's not. It's not
Does it have a name
unlawful,
or
is it?
anything?
Hey,
Does it have a name or anything?
my sponge has got a name. Yes, Hugh.
Hugh the
Yeah,
sponge.
Hugh the sponge.
Oh, nice.
Do you want its second name? It's Jas.
Okay.
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 All right.
Of course.
Okay.
Well, why do you have a sponge?
There's no reason why I have a sponge that I need to tell you, is there?
You don't need to tell me anything at this point. I'm just
No.
asking for innocent questions.
What I'd like you to do is to go and do some police work, and like not
Okay.
turn up to people like making like for a man with a camera.
Okay.
It's objectionable.
So what's going to happen with this footage? Where's it going to go?
Wherever I choose.
Okay. You got a YouTube channel, or what's the deal?
Possibly.
Are you an auditor?
Possibly. I'm not obliged to answer questions, so I'm not going to
You're
answer any
not. I've
questions.
never said you're obliged.
I'm amazed you even turned up, especially after the chat I've just had with that guy. He's really let me down because like I had a really good chat with him, and he didn't. I said to him like, oh, you know, you're not playing ball. You're not called the police or nothing. And he went no, and I said, all right, fair enough. I'll wrap it up and like go and have a chat with him if you like. But like,
I will. As part of my inquiries that I've performed today.
Right, come on in. We'll go down there then. We'll have a chat with him.
Okay.
I'll meet you down there.
I mean, you know, you're at liberty to do that, aren't you? You're in a public place.
Huh? Yes. Yeah. I know.
So,
This is you know I'm very guarded about where I've been. You know I haven't sort of trespassed or been on any
well, that's good
caused
to hear.
any problems.
What was security's take on you filming and that sort of stuff?
They were actually quite alright with it, really. I thought.
Assuming you were in a public place at the time, you didn't go on the land or anything like that.
Well, even if I did, it wouldn't be a police matter, would it? It's trespass.
Okay.
Trespass is a civil matter, as you say.
Well, until it becomes aggravated trespass, yes, that's correct.
If it's aggravated, yeah, then it
Yes.
would be a problem. But like, there was no aggravated trespass.
Do you mind if I ask how you've got here today?
Yes, I do. I'm not answering any questions at all.
Okay.
I'll meet you down there. What are you doing? I don't know. I said I'll meet you down there. He's getting back in the car. You're just standing there.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you, but he wants to.
All right, come on in.
Bye.
Bye. Bloody hell. I mean, that security guard, I was having a real good chat with him, really nice chat with him. And, you know, I thought, well, he's not going to rise to it. I'm not going to bother. I'll be off. And then they've turned up. Isn't that stroppy old cow coming out of, just standing there. Honestly, I'm actually quite annoyed. I'm actually quite annoyed. Right, well, we'll go back down here then. So here we are, guys. They're sort of like turned up down here. It's the next one. It's the next one. What a waste of money. What a complete waste of money. Denzel, you let me down. I was on my way, wasn't I? Well, you know, like now you've called the police, now you've made a video for me. You've made some content for me now, haven't you? Go on, tell them what I've done. Tell them what a dangerous man of a camera is. It's outrageous. And there's a second one. There's a second one here, look. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Just as we said, innit? The police and those who'll pay. Especially oil. Unbelievable. That's incredible. What are you doing here? Officer? What, can I speak to you for a moment? Pardon? I could be in help. I could need help. Sorry, I don't want to inconvenience you going to the oil plant or nothing, but like... Hey? Wait there? What, am I detained, am I? Huh? What you put your lights on for? What's this? What are you doing? Leaving your engine idling's an offence, sir, under the Traffic Act, Road Traffic Act. So, can I ask your name and number, please?
Yes, there is, look.
No. Can I ask your name and number? I can't read.
PC Ball from Canby Police Station.
Thank you. What number?
77882. You've just asked me.
Yeah.
So what did you want to speak to me
well,
about?
Well, leaving your engine idling like on a highway like this is an offence under the Road Act 2004. So
okay.
Can you what have you done that for? You're also parking on a pavement, causing damage to a vehicle that I pay for.
What did you want to speak to us about?
What I just told you.
No.
Yeah.
We were parked there, and you said you wanted to speak to us.
Yeah, I want to know what you're doing here.
Why? Because we've been called.
Yeah, you've been called for what? For what? For what?
For you.
Yeah, for me. For doing what?
Have I approached you and asked you to explain anything to me?
Right, I'm asked you a question. What are you here for?
For you.
Right. But what was the call? What was the call when
you were filming the site?
Right. Is that a criminal offence?
I've not said it is it?
Right. So why have you turned up? My question then is salient, isn't it? My question is relevant, isn't it?
We have had a call.
My question is relevant.
Yes, it is, but we've had a call to say you're on site.
No, that's not true, is it? Right. So you're going to take action against these people then for false reporting?
For what?
For wasting police time.
We'll speak to them. It looks like there's a unit there.
Well, I just can't believe that 2 units have turned up for a man with a camera, because a man with a camera is not a criminal offence, is it? Police are for criminal matters. Police are for criminal matters.
Have we said that it's a criminal offence?
No, please, but so why are you here? So why are you here?
I've just told you.
Yeah, right. So, and these, well, we had a unit here already. So what if there's someone down the road who needs your help now?
We have been asked by our control room to come here.
Right. But what if there's someone... So now you should go back to your control room and say, oh, it's just a bloke with a camera.
Then we will get diverted.
Yeah. Well, like then what? So there's nothing else going on in your patch. Like you could be doing better.
No, because that's why we're here.
I tell you why. I tell you why I'm filming, right? Okay. Because some people say that the police, they police the police and anyone who pay them, like especially oil companies, right? So you ever heard of auditing?
Yes.
Right. So I've come here to do an audit.
I've not come up to you and started to get you to account for anything.
Right. Now
I know there's no criminal.
But like you've come on an emergency.
No, I've literally just put the lights on because we're here talking to you.
But that's not very good parking, is it? Look, on the pavement like that, and leaving. Why have you left the engine idling? Why not turn it off if you're going to come stop and have a chat with me?
Why do I need to turn it off?
Because it's an offence. It's an offence under the Road Traffic Act, isn't it?
What I'll do, I'll turn it off and then we can have a proper chat then, shall we?
Right, hang on. Let's have a proper chat, but are you filming?
I am, yeah.
Right, and what's the rules about you filming?
Can you see I'm filming?
Pardon?
This here
Yeah.
says I'm recording.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, no. That's not what it says on your regulations, does it?
listen to
On your
me.
no,
So
I'm not
are you
listening
gonna-
to you because you're going
are
to
you
listen to
gonna
me
talk?
before I finish my
So
question.
you're not going to talk.
Right, your obligation by your regulations is to tell somebody that you're filming before, or at least at the first opportunity that you get. You're supposed to tell somebody that you're filming them when you're filming them.
I'm filming you. There you go.
No, that's too late because like
You
I've
have
just said
asked
it to
me
you,
come
haven't
and
I?
speak to you. So we've pulled in, haven't we?
Yeah.
And you've asked me, whilst I was trying to speak to them, that you can help me.
Yeah. What
So I've
station did you come out of?
Rayleigh.
Rayleigh.
Yes.
So you've come all the way from Rayleigh
But we
for a
haven't
man
come-
with a
we
camera.
haven't come on an emergency response.
Well, you've
I've
got
put
your
the
emergency lights on.
Yes, because where is there safe for me? I'm not going to obstruct this highway, am I?
Right. Okay.
Okay. The
Well,
only reason
you know,
I'm
like,
here-
look, I thought that you'd turn up like this, to be honest with you. I didn't think 2 units would turn up. It's a bit of a waste of time, isn't it? Do
we
you
don't
think?
know who that unit is. We've just been asked.
Do you want to go and speak to them then, or what?
No,
Or,
but you've just said.
well, you know the rules of auditing. You said you've seen auditing, don't you? Well, you know the rules. I'm going to stay here now until you go.
Okay. Are you going to give your name at all? No.
No.
I didn't think so. That's fine.
Not unless you want me to, like, tell you my name's Mr. Jas.
The only reason we're here now is because when I parked there, you said you wanted to speak to us, and that's why I'm here now.
Yeah, I do. I want to know why you're here.
I've just
For a man
told
with
you.
a camera.
Yes.
It's
because
not an
the
offence, is
report
it?
Was that you was on.
Yeah, but
on
the point
property.
is, the point of auditing is that a man with a camera is not an offence, is it?
When have I said it is? I haven't said it at all, have
But
I?
like, then why have you turned up then?
Because we have been asked by our control room.
Then why's your control? Right, that's the point of auditing then.
Yeah.
The point of auditing is to find out
Yeah.
what it is.
Do
What?
do you understand that a site like this
Yeah, I do
could
understand.
be
Yeah.
classed as a high risk site?
I'm not being funny, but
Yeah,
like
no,
I call him Denzil, right? Because I had a good long chat with him. I was chatting to him for about half an hour. I wasn't filming.
Who's that?
I turned it
The
off.
security guard?
The security
Okay.
guard, right?
Yep.
I had a good long chat with him. We sort of like, I said, oh, this is no fun because you know you've not called the police, nothing like that. I told him what I'm doing. I told him everything, right? And then like I was on my way, right, just on my way, and then they turned up,
I
and now that's escalated it.
But the only
Because-
I told you the only reason we've come
Yeah,
is because they've called us.
yeah.
Because it being a high risk site.
Right. Well, I can understand as an individual how you can say that,
Yeah.
but the fact is, a man with a camera is not an offence, and
we've not
you
said
shouldn't
that.
have been called out for that, should you?
No.
Because I know people that have had their house burgled, their car broken into, they didn't even see a police officer
Okay,
in
but-
24 hours.
Is that me as an officer?
No, it's not
not
you
you.
as an officer,
So-
but it's the system as it stands, and I object to it, and that's why
If
I've
you've
come
got-
here today
if
to do
you've got
this.
Right with the system, you need to go through the right channels to audit it,
Yeah,
don't you?
but you
with us, if we get asked to do something, if I called up on the radio and said no, I'm not going, that would be an inspector.
Yeah, I
above
understand. I understand
taking
that.
out on me.
I understand
I'm
that
only
part.
doing a job, and that's why I didn't come over to you straight away, try and detain you or anything, because I've seen the videos.
Yeah.
Officers do try and detain you.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
there's no
you know,
point.
I mean, look, I'm not here for any nefarious reason, right? You know the rule, you know the lines, you know what I mean? I'm not going to like bore you with them, but you know, what I object to is a man with a camera. Yeah, it will go on YouTube. I'm trying to build a channel, you know, I'm not, there's no shame in that. But like the bottom line is, what I do object to is the fact that people need help from the police
Yeah.
who don't
I
pay,
understand
or are just
that.
taxpayers.
I understand that.
I know your allegiance is somewhere else, but the public should be where the first priority,
But
shouldn't
you
they?
don't know me as an officer. So you
No,
can't-
I'm not talking about you as an
Okay.
individual. I'm
Yeah.
talking about the force. You know what I'm saying? I think you've been quite good, but like,
Like I said to you, the only reason I'm here now is
Yeah.
because when I was there, you asked me to come and speak to you.
Yeah. That's my
otherwise-
only question then. Is
Yeah,
like,
otherwise I
why?
would've gone in there
Yeah.
and said what's going on, and
Yeah.
if they would have said,
Yeah.
you've had a chat, it's all in order.
Yeah.
Do you know
yeah,
what I mean? That
yeah.
is literally the only reason I'm speaking to you.
Go on in, go and have a
Alright.
chat with them then. And like, as you
And
know
there's
the
a unit-
rules.
there's a unit coming out now, which
Yeah.
we weren't even
That's-
told we're here. So
Oh right. Well, that makes a difference. That's worth you saying that on the camera. Then that's worth you saying that. If you didn't know they were here,
No, that's why.
then that might be a communication issue worth sorting out. What do you think about it?
I'm not really going to make a comment at that.
No, fair enough, fair enough. You understand why I object to it. Wow, you're young, aren't you? You're 20 years old? Nearly. Wow. I'm not a police hater, by the way. I'm not a police hater, you know what I mean? It's not about that. It's just about the public rights that I feel are being infringed on by the police policing the police and those who pay.
Yeah, I understand.
You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't ring true to me. Do you know what I mean? That this is necessary. And it wasn't. I was on my way. I'm going to go stand on the public side. Well, guys, I mean, unbelievable. You know, it was all over and done with. Speaking with Denzel Washington there, it really was over and done with. Now it's all been escalated into something it didn't need to be. I can't hear what's being said. All right then. Oh, right, okay then. You're dismissed. You're dismissed. Thank you. So yeah, thank you. I'll be off. I'll be on my way then. After 2 minutes, and I'll be on my way. Yeah, you can ask me. Yeah.
You said you wanted to speak to me. Is there anything you actually want to
Oh, I'll just say it again. Why are you here?
Is that it?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. No,
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
didn't
that's
want
the
to
point.
leave.
That's the point of me doing
Yeah,
this.
I didn't want to leave
Yeah.
and not talk about what you wanted to speak about. All right?
Okay. All right.
Alright, bud?
All right. Okay. Thank
Alright,
you.
have a good day.
Thank you.
You look after yourself, alright?
Okay. Thanks. Just wait for him to go and then I'll be on my way. But ask the control about that. Just wait for him to go and I'll follow along. And there they go.
So that was that, a relatively light-hearted encounter where it was ascertained that there was a no-crime incident. This is at an oil company, and it took 4 officers to come for a man with a camera when people are being burgled and not seeing officers at all. Well, I may take a hit for this, guys, but at least here you'll be able to see for yourself exactly what's going on. Police working for oil companies, working for anyone who'll pay them and themselves. The police, and anyone who'll pay. Well, PC Raven came to my address the next morning and he was deployed by his sergeant, Sergeant Fenn. Well, we'll have to wait and see why that deployment was made. Here's the call from PC Raven the next morning after this audit. Hello. Right. Yeah. Yeah, go on. Yeah, go on.
You don't want to be out.
No, yeah, go on.
Basically, I'm just popping around, so I'll come forward a little bit just so I can talk to you, so I'm not too echoey. Come around really because we're concerned to your activity around the oil refinery the other week in Canby. Do you remember that? The stuff you were filming around there,
No, I
really?
don't remember that. What are you talking about?
We're just concerned about your activity around there, really. Basically, due to oil conflict and stuff in the world at the moment, the cost of fuel and stuff like that,
Yeah.
there's some people that are planning to conduct some activities and protests around them sites, really.
Yeah.
Are you planning on doing that?
It's like Section 23, Article 8, isn't it? Like abusing power, like using like. How did you know that like it was me that did well, Pliny?
Well, I don't know. There's many ways that we
What's
can do.
your name and number?
I told you my name and number. PC 74879 Raven. This is Police HQ.
Right. Okay. Thanks.
Do you want to say anything else, John?
What?
I'll just give you a chance. Did you close the door on me for a reason to put the chain on? Or anything?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything
Are you
to
happy to
you.
answer any other questions? Or just want to
Am
talk
I
about
obliged
that?
to?
You don't need to. I'm asking you. Do you want to? Or
Right.
not?
What's your sergeant's name?
My sergeant.
Yeah.
Sergeant Fenn.
Right. Okay. I'd like to speak to him, please. I'd like to speak to him. Yeah, I'd like to speak to him, please.
I'm not going to.
This is harassment.
Okay. See you later, John. Look after yourself.
Pardon? What do you mean? What do you mean? Look after myself? Are you threatening me?
No, just say look
Are you threatening me? Are you threatening me?
Not at all. So I think you.
Yeah. I feel very threatened indeed. Thanks. Is that a threat? Is that a threat? Pardon? What do you mean? What do you mean? Look after myself? Are you threatening me?
No, just say look.
Are you threatening me? Are you threatening me?
Not at all. So I think you.
Yeah. I feel very threatened indeed. Thanks. Is that a threat? Is that a threat?
Watch your dog don't get up. yourself, please, John. Can I help, John? Do you need got any questions you need to answer? Are you happy to talk to me now or not? Are you happy to talk to me now or not? Okay, that's fine. All right then, John, look after yourself. Have a good day. I don't know. Is there any reason why you're following me behind the stairs? If you're threatened by me, John, I wouldn't suggest...
I feel very threatened indeed,
Okay, so you
yeah,
don't need to
they're
follow
very
me.
threatened and
If
harassed and threatened.
If you're threatened, no one would follow you, would you? If people are threatened, they'll go inside and be safe.
I want to find out where you come from.
You come from near your car as well, sir, where my car's parked.
Yeah, you've been abusing the system, haven't you? You've been abusing the police system. Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
Okay, John. Look after yourself, take care.
How did you know it was me?
You said it was you.
Pardon? You come in your private car, have you?
No, not at all. You can take a picture of my car if you wish, sir.
Right.
Right here. Then we got paragraph over there.
You've been abusing the system then, have you?
Not at all, John.
You just admitted it. You've just admitted it. You've just admitted it. A wildlife and heritage crime officer. There he goes. Section 23, Article 8. There he goes. Section 23, Article 8.
Some
Sergeant.
emails. My sergeant's not going to come down. You can contact
Want to
them from
speak
your
to your
telephone.
sergeant. Want to speak
They're
to
not
your
going to come
sergeant.
down. It's not America, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to sit in this car until you disappear.
Yeah, why are you sitting over there?
Okay, I'm going to sit in this car until you disappear.
Yeah, why are you sitting over there?
Okay, I'm going to sit in this car until you disappear.
Yeah, why are you sitting? Open the window. What station have you come out of? What
Told you
station?
earlier, HQ.
What station have you come out of? What? Ah!
HQ.
What station have you come out of? Can you call the police, please, mate?
I am the police. What do you need, sir?
Can you call the police, please?
What do you need, then, sir? What do you need?
What's that?
Yes, what can I do, sir, to
Yeah,
help
but
you?
he's harassing me, mate.
I'm not. You're the one that's coming towards me.
Sergeant.
Some emails. My sergeant's not going to come down. You can contact
Want to
them from
speak
your
to your
telephone.
sergeant. Want to speak
They're
to
not
your
going to come
sergeant.
down. It's not America, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to sit in this car until you disappear.
Yeah, why are you sitting over there?
Because I can.
Right,
Okay.
then you can.
So I suggest, do you need any medical assistance or anything, John?
Do you
Do you need any medical
Yeah,
assistance?
thanks for your help, mate. Thanks.
We can
Yeah,
only
you
tell
can
the
you
truth,
can
can't
call
we,
the
sir?
police, couldn't you?
We can only tell the truth.
He's
can't we?
harassing me. You got
Yes.
no, but he's harassing me. He's not doing proper police work.
I've only come to see you, sir, and you followed me.
Right.
Easy way,
Yeah. What?
I'll just give you a chance. Did you close the door on me for a reason to put the chain on? Or anything?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I'm not going to say
Okay,
anything
are
to
you happy to
you.
answer any other questions? Or just
Yes,
want
it does.
You can speak
Does
to
work
him.
like that.
Are you going to get out of the way for me, sir? Or
No,
are you going
why
to
did you
shock
go-
me? I want to go because
No.
you're not.
Well,
you're
why did
causing
you
a
park over there?
Because I can.
No, right, because you
I'm
can.
going to get out of the way
it's not
so
an
he
answer,
can
is it?
go, and I'm going to go as well.
Did
sir.
you hear that answer? Did you hear that answer? What?
I'll just give you a chance. Did you close the door on me for a reason to put the chain on? Or anything?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I'm not going to
Okay,
say anything
are you
to
happy
you.
to answer any other questions? Or just want
Am I
to-
obliged to?
Hello.
Hello. Right.
Easy way,
Yeah.
I told you my name now. I'm a PC 74879 Raven. This is Police HQ.
Right. Okay. Thanks.
Do you want to say anything else, John?
Otherwise, you'll start harassing me.
Well,
Can
well,
you call
let
the
me
police,
go then,
please?
Sir, sir.
Can you? Why did you
can
go
ring
and
him up.
park? Why did you go and park over there?
Because I told you what I was doing, John. I didn't ask any more questions. Get out of my way, please.
Go on then.
We're not
Go on then.
America.
I can speak to you now.
No, you can't speak to
You
now
can
because
speak
you're
to him.
obstructing me in my course of duty. Are you going to move out my way, please, sir, so I can continue my work?
What was your work over there?
I was going to make a phone call and
Right.
send some emails.
No, you weren't going to go.
I was, but how do you know that, sir?
You were just going. You were going to
Okay.
harass me.
I'm gonna give you
Why
one
are you getting
last
so
chance.
close?
Good evening. Are you going to get out my way,
I want to
please?
speak to yourself. What?
I'll just give you a chance. Did you close the door on me for a reason to put the chain on? Or anything?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything
Are you
to you.
happy to answer any other questions? Or just want to
Am I
talk about
obliged
it?
to?
You don't need to. I'm asking you. Do you want to? Or
Right.
not?
What's your sergeant's name?
My sergeant.
Yeah.
Sergeant Fenn.
Right. Okay. I'd like to speak to him, please.
788-27, you
I'd
can
like to speak
contact
to him.
him.
Yeah, I'd like to speak to him, please.
I'm not going to call
This is
him.
harassment.
Okay. See you later, John. Look after yourself.
Pardon? What do you mean?
Are you going to get out of my way, please?
I
Sir?
want you to call another unit.
I'm not letting you go.
I want you to call
I'll
another
place
unit.
you under arrest
No,
then for
no.
obstructing the highway. Which one do you want, sir?
Well-
are you going to let me go or not?
Well, this is not highway, is it?
Well, no, you're obstructing me in the course of my
Right,
duty then, sir.
let's-
Okay, so you're under arrest then for that offence. You don't have to say anything, may harm in defence if you do not mention. No, you're obstructing me in the course of my
Right,
duty then, sir.
let's-
Okay, so you're under arrest then for that offence. You don't have to say anything, may harm in defence if you do not mention when questioned somebody later on court. Anything you do say may be in evidence. The reason why I'm arresting you is because you're obstructing me in the course of my duty and your behaviour display, and the public do not want to see that, sir, okay? So that's what's going on. You're under arrest for that offence. Do you understand that, sir?
That's fine.
Do not get in the way and do not do that.
I want to speak to another
If
sergeant.
you don't think someone, can we stand in place?
Go for it, please.
I'm walking into the 3-2 adult male. For obstructing the police at the flow of the sign. Stand there against the clock, please, sir. Thank you. I'm not throwing you into it. My body cam's on.
Push me in the back.
I haven't. It's all on. My camera's on, sir. You can lie as much as you want, sir.
I didn't lie.
But my
You
camera's
hit me
on.
with the vehicle as well.
Going to conduct a search on you, sir.
Yeah.
To make sure there's nothing on you shouldn't have. Is there anything on you that can hurt myself or you? No? What is on you then, sir? Yeah. You brought myself to do this. All the actions from there.
You brought it round
Okay,
and tried
so
to do it.
okay, I'm not going to listen to that.
You came and banged on my door. For what reason?
Hmm? I'm not going to talk to you anymore, sir. Don't need to. You're under arrest. Easy as that. Fortunately, all the neighbours are not impressed by the actions you've done today, sir. How old are you, John? Don't need to block my car and to go away.
I wasn't blocking your car.
You were.
I was
It's all on
asking- I was
camera, mate. It's
asking-
all on your camera.
I was asking.
So I'm seizing this phone as well as everything
no,
in relation
no,
to the
you're not.
offence.
What are you doing? I want you to call another unit. I want you to call another unit. I want you to call another unit, that's all.
Call my sergeant down here.
No, another unit.
Are you going to get out of my way, please?
I
sir?
want you to call another unit.
I'm not letting you go.
I want you to call
I'll
another
place
unit.
you under arrest
No,
then for
no.
obstructing the highway. Which one do you want, sir?
Well-
are you going to let me go or not?
Well, this is not highway, is it?
Well, no, you're obstructing me in the course of my
Right,
duty then, sir.
let's-
Okay, so you're under arrest then for that offence. You don't have to say anything, may harm in defence if you do not mention when questioned somebody later on court. Anything you do say may be in evidence. The reason why I'm arresting you is because you're obstructing me in the course of my duty and your behaviour display, and the public do not want to see that, sir, okay? So that's what's going on. You're under arrest for that offence. Do you understand that, sir?
That's fine.
Do not get in the way and do not do that.
I want to speak to another
If
sergeant.
you don't think someone, can we stand in place?
Go for it, please.
I'm walking into the car.
So there you have it. A man with a camera turns up to an oil plant the next day, even after 4 officers have investigated. This officer turns up and arrests me on my doorstep after knocking on my door multiple times, waking me up. Well, you know, if I end up having to take a hit for this, at least all you guys can now see what is going on. The police are policing the police and those who pay. In this instance, especially oil companies. Fancy coming round to someone's house and asking them if they're thinking about planning to protest. My God. People are being burgled and losing property all over, and you don't even see an officer because they spend all their time doing this. Please help if you can. I've now got obviously defence costs and everything else to try and go through. I've got a court date next month, so it's just unbelievable, isn't it? Thanks for all your support, everyone. I really do appreciate that. Still, I say stay safe. Well, yeah, I hope you guys stay safe. Keep going, and peace.